Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. So we are going to be doing our final grape harvest on this series because we're going to be getting rid of the vineyard. We're going to be replacing it with the olive grove. So we're going to have a bigger olive grove and no grapes, just because the grapes are more labour intensive and really we're doing pretty well from olive oil. So we don't really need to have raisins. It also means we can get rid of the grape production as well. So what we need to do, I should probably just make sure they've got enough food first, because they get through it like there's no tomorrow. Yes, what we need to do is we need to get the harvester rented. Oh, that's the other problem. Of course, we have to pay to reconfigure the harvester. It's not a huge amount. I think it's about £1,500, but it's still another expense we wouldn't have if we just did one or the other, and I'd definitely choose olives because you don't have to prune them every year. Yes, call me lazy, but still good money. Anyway, yes, it is the Gregoire, which we're going to be using, and we're going to have it set, I think, to 4,000 litres, because we're renting, so it's not a major problem that we have a £2,000 upgrade because we don't pay £2,000 for it. So yeah, grapes first of all, and that is £13,000. We'll pay £1,500 later to reconfigure. Oh, of course, yes. That... Where's it gone? Where have you gone? There it is. That is the demo combine. We better take it back to them. How rude of me. They were kind enough to allow us to have a go, and I didn't even take it back to them. But it's very good. It's certainly made me want to buy a New Holland as soon as we have the money. Which may be quite some time, because yeah, we're not going to go for a smaller New Holland. This is the one we'd go for, probably just in the standard colour scheme though. Like gold edition's supposed to look good, and yeah, I guess it's very eye-catching, but it's not. It would not be my first choice. I actually prefer the default, the traditional New Holland yellow. Also today we're going to be getting our hayfields all windrowed and baled, so we definitely do have quite a lot on our hands, although we don't have to do both the olives and grapes today because we're going to be staying in October. Just as long as we don't move to next month, it's fine. You might be able to do one of those two in November, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm pretty sure they're both October crops. Yeah, I'm tempted to look now, but anyway, let me just get started. Thought I did unfold it. Oh, it's still doing it, okay. Yeah, did steering assist work well in here? I seem to remember because it wasn't totally flat, it makes it a bit tricky. But I'm happy to give it a go again, see if it works this time. Yeah, you can see, it just, because it's not 100% flat, it sort of leans into the vine. I'm pretty sure if it was done on a totally flat field, it wouldn't do this. So, yep, you can use GPS, but unfortunately, with the way I've got mine planted, I can't really use GPS. Otherwise I'm going to sit here most of the episode spinning my wheels, which I'm sure will not be very exciting to watch. Yeah, they're October. Actually, they could have been done in September. I was rather busy though. So yes, let's do the grapes. We can't cut across that field anymore, but that's fine. It's not like we do this every week. It is once a year. 1 month a year. Oh my goodness. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I seem to have acquired 2 demented goats. How is that even possible? Goodness me. I never thought I would see the day. I'm actually quite concerned. Let me just get a good zoom in on this, because sometimes these glitches can be really hilarious. You know, if that was real life, I'd be genuinely concerned and very upset about it, but as I know it's a game, that is hilarious. I guess they've just not eaten for a long time, and they're just like... I need to be careful doing impressions like that. I might look the same. Well, we'll leave them to it. They are encroaching into our harvest a little bit. There's another one over there. This probably does explain a few things, actually, because I was questioning why our enclosure was so empty. It's because they're all over here. some kind of social gathering. I feel like something very strange is going on here. It's the attack of the goats. Goodness me. And that's why I love this game. Because, yeah, you get weird things like this, but it's great fun. We'll see how this situation develops. If they become hostile, we may end up hiding. It's all going badly wrong today. What is happening? Is that my Daggerwin up there? Is that... Oh, it's another goat. Well, hello up there, beautiful. Ah, you can't beat eating air. Delicious. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to get actually more than 2 full loads, so over 8,000 litres. The last load will probably be minute, but not to worry. Still better than not getting it at all. And yeah, and then we can make all the money from the raisins, and then we can sell this production. It will free up a bit of space. There was one comment. You made me laugh. I can't remember your username, but you were... it was like dictating the way I play. You're right. You are right, because you were saying... Get rid of all the small productions. It's just like... The way you were saying, I have no choice. Get rid of them. Just get rid of them. You don't need them. No, we're going to keep some. We're definitely going to keep the mill over there and the small dairy, just because they're happily working away in the background. But no, this one, that's not needed. Can't actually decide about the small sawmill. It's not actually doing anything at the moment, so I suppose that is my answer, isn't it? I clearly don't need it. We're going to get the big one. It's going to come down to how much I can get for it. If I can get hardly any resale value, we might as well just keep it and put wood in it. Okay, let's get the next 4 rows finished. Look how close that is. We're full. So only that didn't fit. But we're not going to waste them. We will come back for them. Goaty Muck Goat Face is still up here, flying on its magic carpet. It's actually a good thing that we're going to be changing the enclosure, because we're going to get the building. Probably. Although there was another good suggestion made. If I'm going to keep it like this, somebody said just buy the smallest, cheapest tractor. It doesn't even matter if it can't tow the tanker. Stick a dolly on it, and it can just be a permanent fixture. It's just there, so it can constantly feed the water. You just have to tow the tanker with the lorry. Yeah, it's just there to fill up the trough, basically. It's a good idea. But I do want to get the building, really. I can't remember if I activated this. Did I activate it? So close. There we go. Right. So, grape processing unit, raisins. Yeah, it's activated. That's good. Now for the final bunch of grapes. Let's shake that vine. We're done? We're done. 47 litres. 1%. But it's still worth it. So I think, yeah, I am going to now work with the grass, with the hay, because we don't need to do this back to back with the olives. There's no rush. That's the other reason why I would like to get rid of this. Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put the grapes into a grape trailer. But I just never wanted to go to the expense of that because we weren't really making that much of a profit anyway. There we go. So we'll turn the engine off there and we'll return to that soon. So for now, where's my... Yeah, that will probably do nicely. We don't need so much power necessarily, although the windrower does take a... What does it take? Maybe 120 horsepower. Okay, yeah, the class could pull it. But no, I'd just like to use this big tractor. Just guarantees that we're going to maintain the fastest speed possible. And then, once we're all rode, we'll be baling. But I look forward to the time when we can just pick it up with a forage wagon and put it straight into storage. Oh, where did I put the windrower? That does help. Smashing. Still got the Krone Big M rented. We actually do have a very small grass field next to the rice paddy field, so I should cut that before the end, before we return the machine. And we don't need to return it until the end of October. Okay, so I have gone a bit outside of the lines, and that's fine. It just means I can't use GPS on those particular areas. Okay, so first things first, we will windrow this field. Can't decide if I should windrow and bale at each field and then move on, or just do all the windrowing first. I think it's probably best. I think it is best. We'll just do all the windrowing and then we'll do all the baling. We are almost ready for this new big cow shed. I've been putting it off just because I know that we need to have enough money for the cows as well, the water buffalo as well. Not much point in just having the shed without the cows, or the animals. Haven't decided yet if it is actually going to be cows or water buffalo, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be water buffalo. It would make a lot of sense for our mozzarella production. So, yeah, I don't know, let me just pull over on a junction. What a fine stopping location. Yeah, if we're going to construction and then cow sheds, it is this one here with the capacity of 500. It's 715,000, so we actually can afford it. And it probably would fit in here. Although it might have to go slightly into this field because these obviously are raised because they're paddy fields. Or we could demolish something else and put it elsewhere. But no, I think actually where that paddy field is would have been absolutely perfect. I could have put it here, but I had already built the bakery, and it probably would have been a bit tight. So maybe I should put it on this field. Maybe I should. Don't know why it says overlaps with another object, but putting it on free mode should stop that. Right, okay, so I think we need to get together a bit more money. But yes, the sooner the better, really. The sooner the better. And it doesn't really matter that it's down there, because we do have big tankers, so we can easily bring the milk up to the top farm in the big tankers. So yeah, we're just going to go to this little field over here first, and then we will cut the tiny field over there, and I guess that will just be grass. I'm not going to ted it all, I don't think. I could wrap them. Yeah, I could wrap them. Anyway, we'll just get this done. This is going to be an ultra fast job. But no doubt about it, we're going to have a lot of hay bales. If we can just bale them all up and put them straight into the new cowshed, that would be amazing. That would just be fantastic. Because we would... Well, we already do actually almost have everything that we need, I think. It is just the hay that we need. We've got loads of straw bales. We've got loads of silage, although, from my understanding of this, it's going to use a lot of silage. So the next cut is certainly going to have to be silage. And already the silage pit doesn't want to be up at the top farm, it wants to be down here, so we might just move it. We do currently have silage in it, so we're going to have to use that first. But yeah, we'll probably move it. Right, and really we should mow this other field before we go back and get the baler, because otherwise I'm going to be wasting my time taking the windrow back just to bring it back down here again. Which is very counterproductive and inefficient. Can I reach that? Oh, not quite. Oh, maybe. Almost. It's good enough. Just neaten up this end. Make it a bit easier for the baler. And there we go. So yeah, we'll just park that there. Then we jump into the Big M. This really is an amazing machine. It's fabulous. And yeah, I don't think there's any other plans for this area. That's going to be a bit of a question mark, that paddy field. It'll probably end up being planted once again. We'll transplant the rice. Because yes, it would seem wasteful just to delete it to put trees there at this stage. We do have trees growing elsewhere. Of course, there's me forgetting that this machine does have the feature to swath, so we don't even need the windrow. Unless I was doing hay, but I don't think we're going to on this tiny area. There's not really much need. Right, are we set up? I think we are set up for swathing, aren't we? We are indeed. Perfect. Probably not quite as wide. The gap isn't quite as wide between each swath as it would be if we used the windrow, but it's perfectly good enough. This is a 13-point-something metre mower, which I've just broken. Whoops. Hopefully the owners aren't watching. They live... Well, the dealership's just over there, so... Crikey. It is but a scratch. Yeah, this corner was a bit of a pain, really. I didn't really know what to do with it. We couldn't put the paddy field here because it went uphill too much. It would have really dropped down that bank, so I suppose just grass. Grass is fine. Could cultivate it up and put a cereal crop there. But no, I think we'll probably just leave it as it is. Despite it being awkward. Yep, okay, so yeah, we'll get the windrower taken back, we'll return this, we don't want to incur any more fees. We have only used it for 0.3 hours, believe it or not, I don't know how, but that's all it's been. And we'll bale. We're going to make a lot of hay bales. But no, I think next episode we're going to get the cow shed. It's either going to be the cow shed or the sawmill. Arguably, it should be the sawmill, but then we could just rent the other sawmill again, so it's fine. Yeah, I think it should be the cow shed. I really do. We need to start making this crazy amount of milk for the mozzarella, solely for the mozzarella. Can't wait to see how many bales we've made today. So we'll just get things wrapped up here, and then we'll get over to that minute field. We'll get that done. We'll leave the tiny field. Actually, no, we'll just do the tiny field. We'll do the tiny field. And then we will pick all these up next time. There's no point in picking them up now because I would only have to take them to that yard, and that's probably not where they want to be. Yeah, they probably want to be in the new cow shed. So I think, yes, we're going to target the new cow shed next time, and then we can take these straight to it. That would be amazing, because we've already got some hay bales up in the top shed for our existing water buffalo barn. And will the new one really have a capacity big enough to take all of these? Because this really is a serious amount of hay. Not to be underestimated. I know that the... well, some of the bales can be up to 11,000 litres. What are these? These can't be quite as big as that. These are 8. Okay, still very big though. Yes, it seems like the round straw bales, they're 11,000. They must be the biggest, believe it or not. Pretty good grass here too. I never fertilise it, and it still seems really good. I should though. I should fertilise. We could probably double the yield. What I want to do really is spread digestate and take the slurry to the BGA. But the problem is we have to keep renting the BGA because that's £2 million and we cannot afford that. We probably will never be able to afford that. Although if we do get the mozzarella production underway properly, maybe we will. Okay, that's the last of the hay, so they can come out. So how many hay bales did we just make? 39. Well, and in total, this series, 803. That's not just for this baler. 803 in total. I do apologise, and I'm going to get some negative comments if I don't tidy this mess up, and I would totally deserve them. This is a real mess. Oh. It doesn't pick up. That's weird. Yeah, and finally some wonderful grass bales. These seem to be 7,000 litres. And yes, I have not reduced the size because we're not going to wrap them. These will just be given to the goats. And what, we're going to make how many? 2 or 3 maximum? Well, maybe 4. There we go. And finally. Actually, what I could do is just try and keep as many as possible in the baler, then unload in the yard. But that one's going to fall out, I know it is, yes, there we go. Okay, well, we're going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I do believe we have managed to get quite a lot achieved in this episode. Next time we'll do the olives. That would certainly be worth doing. And can we get this last 100%? I don't know, it's probably pushing it. Don't think it's really going to be possible. We can unload a partial bale anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, it's basically a full bale. Okay, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.